is conversation maybe with the quarterback after play to make sure, okay, we were seeing the same thing, to get ready for games when obviously a mistake could be, huge. If you see something and you see something different, that could be a huge.
Oh yeah, yeah. Even for me personally, like yesterday, I had a little mix-up, but it's big because now we talk about it. Say if I thought this hole was open, the quarterback didn't see the same thing. Now that I tell him what I saw, and then he tells me what he saw, that we can be able to come on it, and then in the future when it is important in the game, we're able to make an adjustment and kind of have that same mindset that we both have.
Obviously, you're sort of just here. I mean, had the spring and fall, but a true freshman. Do you get accelerated in an offense like this, where there are so many reps and you're going? I know you missed some time here with the injury, but it still feels like you guys get so many extra reps compared to maybe some wide receivers in different offenses.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we all get, amount of reps. Of course, me trying to really prove myself and kind of get my name out there. I always tell Coach KC, I learn every route. And I'm like, whether it's Z, X, A, or Y, I'm more than willing to jump in there. And I tell him, hey, don't worry about it. He'll say, no, you need a break. Or I tell him, no, don't worry about it. I'll get in there when I can. Try to just show what I have at the different positions. It really makes it helpful to allow me to really get in that offense and get comfortable.
Is there, not so much pressure, but do the veteran wide receivers, with kind of the talent level and what they've done so far out here, do they pull you along a little bit? Do they bring your game up?
Without a doubt. One of the biggest guys for me would probably be Tyler and Amon-Ra. Tyler's probably the hardest on me, and that's why he's my brother. Like, I love him to death, and I tell him stay on me. Anytime I drop a ball or anytime I run a slow route or don't get out of it as clean, he's on me. He's on me more than Coach KC. So that's helpful because now I'm like, okay, this is the mentality he has, and of course he's a one-of-a-kind talent, and having him be on me like that really is big and allows me to accelerate my game too.
Is your dad on you?
Oh yeah, no, without a doubt, my dad's on me. He
today?
Not as much today.
No,
not as much today. Yeah, not as much today. He gave me kind of a break. I think he was a little bit socializing more than watching. If it's between me and you, but
you caught a pass down here. Is there a tendency after you caught maybe the first one in front of him to look over at him and kind of nod or anything, or did you try to be cool about it?
I wanted to. I wanted to definitely show him you couldn't do this when you were playing. But I decided Coach Harrell was. Right when I caught it, I just heard on the ball, and I'm like, damn, I can't really get a chance to really show off to him. So, as far as that goes, that didn't happen today, but it for sure will in the future.
Did he say anything after this? Did you walk over to him at the end, or?
Yeah, no, I talked to him. He's heard from people around here, and whether it's parents, media guys, of course, or even staff members, he's like, I'm hearing good things, and I'm really proud of you. So keep up the good work.
This might sound like a dumb question, so forgive me on it, but when he showed up to watch practice, how meaningful was that to you and to him, or to both of you? It's kind of symbolic, maybe.
Yeah. For me, it was incredible because that first day when I came out here, all I was thinking about is this is like what I've been wanting to do my whole life since I was since I was born. It's something that I've always wanted to do, something I've always been trying to do. And he wasn't out here, of course, but now that he's out here, it's kind of like that first day feeling where he was able to see me and be proud of me, and that means a lot to me.
So there's a lot of reality now that he will be there when you run out of the tunnel for the first game.
Oh yeah. It's a dream come true, and we're just day by day getting better, and day by day trying to impress him and get. Hopefully, when we do enter that Coliseum, I can do something that makes him proud.
Did you ever wonder that maybe it's not going to come? Or maybe, did you?
Yeah, I mean, I was, of course I'm concerned whether it's, like what I do or, what happens when we do come to the Coliseum, whether he's there or not, that doesn't really change, it's still football, but, the goal is to try to get him to be really proud and, just do something meaningful and that stands out, that's something like, he'll be proud of his son about. So that was kind of the big thing for me, trying to get to that point where I can do that.
We've seen the 2017 offensive linemen in the back group right now all playing together. What's the relationship like with the five, true freshman wide receivers? Is there sort of a bond there? Do you guys have thoughts about, down the line what you guys can do here as a group?
Oh yeah, now we're of course focused on the season, but
sure.
Like when we first came, it was like I talked to Kyle. I've been friends with Kyle Ford for a long time. I'm with Brew. Of course, I played with Brew since I was, like 8. We played against each other. And, we're just, we tell each other, like, dude, we could really be something special. And, knowing that, not, like, obviously we said we could be something special. So, with that, it's important that we take that and try to push it into something where we can really be great. And, whether that's, get better routes, run extra with a quarterback or whatever the case may be, it's we know what we are capable of being, but now it's more of a thing like, what are we going to do with it? Like a lot of people say, it's you can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't work, then it's pointless. So that's one of the big things that we tell each other and kind of stay on each other about, which is pretty big.
Coach Harrell has talked a little bit about how he wants 8 receivers that are ready to go at all times. What does that mean to you coming in? I'm sure you were expecting to play anyways, but how does that change your outlook on what you can achieve this fall camp?
It changes the outlook a lot. Surprisingly, coming in actually, I had no clue, whether it was talking to Coach Helton or, I wasn't sure where I was going to fit in. So, hearing that he had 8, okay, now it's like, okay, now we can try to get into the 8. So now it's more of, how can I separate myself from the other people? Of course, we all want to do great, but then, at the end of the day, there's going to be like players who they want to play a lot, and then there's going to be rotate guys. So, it's important to try to get not only the coach's trust, but the quarterback's trust, because a lot of them are, know what they're doing. They've been here for a while, so it's important to try to get to that point where you can get the trust in all of them.
So speaking to that trust with the quarterback a little bit, what have you seen from JT and your relationship with him so far?
I've actually had a pretty good relationship back in high school. We played together. He was the first quarterback that actually threw to me when I was playing receivers. He was first started, so that was important. But just even now, JT's unbelievable talent, and he's a true field general and has an idea of where things are, and he knows what defense is. So it's important that I talk to him a lot and try to get if I run a route, I'm like, hey, is this exactly how you want it? Or I tell all the quarterbacks that if this is what you like, if not, tell me what I can do different to make an adjustment. So it's important to have that open communication, accept their criticism, whether it's good or bad.
So you and JT do that. Is there another quarterback that you have a good chemistry? I'm sure with all of them, but
yeah.
Anyone specifically stand out?
Probably just because off the fact, when I first got here, we weren't allowed to practice. So I remember me and Keaton, we were like, dude, everybody's practicing, we're just watching. So why don't we just throw some balls? So that's kind of how I got close with Keaton, just off of simple. Like when we first got here, we were like, hey, you want to work out? It's like, yeah, of course. So that's how we have good chemistry. But all the quarterbacks do a great job of really talking to me and staying on me, so that helps a lot.
With Keaton, have you been a little bit surprised by how quickly he's acclimated, or at least what it looked like?
Yeah, actually, Keaton, he's a monster. To be honest, I didn't coming in here. I didn't really know him. Not that I didn't hear about him, but I just didn't know much about him. Just because I was more to myself on social media. So, seeing him, I just didn't know what to expect. And honestly, he surprised me as a true freshman coming in and just doing the things that he's done. It's amazing.
So more specifically about your fit in the offense, do you have a spot where you feel more comfortable inside or the X or Z?
I don't have a preference. I've played them all spring ball. I played outside, but in all high school I played slot. So it's kind of, at this point, it's more of just whichever one they tell me to go in.
There's not a comfort difference in either?
There's not a comfort. It's more of it's just running routes. I don't really put much thought into it. I like both of them, of course, but between the both, I just anyone that you get balls at, that's my favorite. So,
as far as running routes, Coach Harrell has done a little bit that's been different for a lot of the older receivers, where they've mentioned having to run to grass instead of running the route to the distance. Was that a big jump for you, or is that how you've done it?
It was kind of a jump. High school, we did a little bit of those find me routes off the seam, but it's a little different. Not usually your typical curls. Now you run a curl, now you just find the window. So it's a little different. It took a little bit of time to get used to, but I had some pretty comfort, and just idea of the coverages kind of helps a lot. So.
Do you think it allows for a little more creativity in how you choose to play the game?
Oh, definitely, without a doubt. It allows you to kind of add your own kind of style. As long as you find that open grass, that allows you to get balls, and then it also creates an opportunity for you to really showcase your talent, your IQ in the game. So I think that's big. if you have an idea of what's going on, that of course helps a lot and allows you to really find that open grass.
Sorry if you've been asked this, but your dad was obviously out here today. What did that mean to you?
It meant a lot, having my dad out here. It kind of felt like a first day for me. Every day your coach is out here, pushing you, but your coach in life, having him out here is a lot different. So that was definitely meaningful to me and meant a lot.
Shoot.